What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and I'm here today back in the Socorus sector to play another round of Space Hulk with you guys. We're on mission number 7, which is the Artifact, in which we've got to recover a lovely artifact, as the name implies, in our Sins of Damnation playthrough. Let's get our briefing rolling.
The main attack is now imminent. However, Brother Librarian Calistarius has made a discovery. The wrath of Baal, long thought lost, is here within this hulk. For 9,000 years it has languished here, and with it the artifact it was bearing to Terra. Thought lost for so long, now it will return to us. Sergeant of the squad, accept your orders. 2 squads are at your command. You will deploy your Terminators here. Scans have detected Genestealer presence in these areas. Deep scans indicate the target is in this area. Get the squad safely to the exit zone. Locate the artifact and return. To leave it in the hands of the Genestealers is unthinkable.
Alright, so looking at the map here, I think what our plan is going to be to the artifacts right here. The choke points that I'm seeing, the potential choke points that exist, are going to be, well, there's a big one right here. We could put a guy there, and a guy there, and no matter what they do, they won't be able to levy any type of damage against us. Over here, I'm not liking my options so much. I think I'm going to take the entire team down this center rail and just try and get set up like I said, and then we'll have somebody just run as hard as they can. We'll have somebody babysit, like we'll send like 3 bolter units, and maybe the guy who has the artifact, and just have them sprint for it and hope that they make it. They don't have a lot of spawns right here. That's the thing, is they can only spawn so many Genestealers from one spot at a time. The big one is this one right here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a blitz mission. We're going to try and blitz as hard as we can straight up the center. Let's get in there and let's do this thing. I don't really know what my troop order is going to be for the deployment. It's a little sketchy. I'm not positive what my choice is going to be here. I suppose we'll put the sergeant in the front. More than likely followed by Calistarius, so that he can drop storms or whatever we need right up in the front. Clawbles, he's probably going to be in the back. In fact, I may assign him just to carry the artifact since he's got lightning claws. I know I called him power claws in the last episode. My syntax and my nomenclature for Warhammer is not what it used to be. It's been a long time since I've played any type of Warhammer tabletop. Believe you me. All of our bolters are going to go in the center, and then our final guy is going to be our flamethrower troop, because once we get into this hallway, having him in the back means we can just flame out an entire hallway and kill dozens of Genestealers at a time. So I definitely want him in the back. For the time being, let's deploy and see if we can get this thing underway. I'd probably settle in, grab yourself a drink, possibly a snack, because I think this one's going to be a long one. Got 2 CP, let's re-roll them. We got 6 on the re-roll, very nice. That's just what we want on a first turn. I'm going to try and get my sergeant into place here in this hallway. I don't want him to get waylaid doing anything else. I'm going to use as much, like I said, blitz mission. We're going to be trying to go as quickly as possible on this one. There's not a lot of twisty turnies, so I think we can make pretty good time. Or as I call them on the freeway. You know when you get like one of those freeway overpasses that does the those little twirls? I call them swirly-doos. Those aren't off-ramps to me. Those are swirly-doos. And you can verify that with anybody that knows me. I'll be like, yeah, man, we're hitting the swirly-doo. Just a minute. It's the 3rd swirly-doo on the right. Alright. I like where everybody's at right now. We have a little bit of CP to play with. I don't know where my first group of Genestealers are going to be coming from. I would assume they're going to try and hit us from behind. That seems just like the kind of thing that these nasty Xenos would do. They don't seem like the ones to allow me to just walk away from this whole debacle. I might consider deploying people here and having them fold after we've taken this advanced position over here and having them catch up. It's tough because I have a temptation to run the mission quickly versus running the mission slowly but surely. It's the rabbit versus the turtle here. And while the Tortugas are quite the attractive creatures for many reasons, I find myself more being on the conejo side of things. Is that the word for rabbit? I think that's the word. If I just said something horribly offensive in Spanish, I apologize. I figured since I said tortuga for turtle, I'd use conejo. Or coneja? I don't know. Is that I don't know. It's been a long time since I spoke Spanish with anybody. I'll leave it like that. I'm going to just sprint ahead. That's really... I want to get this... Oh, no. Let's undo that. Hold on. Undo. We forgot to reroll. We got 2 command points here. We're going to reroll and get 5. That's going to be way better. Don't want to bypass. Once again, I would kill for a splash screen that would not close until you said confirm or re-roll. I would love that. That would be one of my favorite life things right now for this game. I don't think he can cast after I move, so I think I'm going to have him cast first. We're going to block off this. Let's see, what do we have? Nothing from the top. Interesting choice over here. I believe what I'll do is we're going to block them off. Or at least force them down this way. So that like one good Overwatch turn can annihilate all of them. The other thing we're going to do is let's make sure we march everybody to where we want them. We're going to leave a little bit of extra CP on this one, just in case. I get the feeling he's probably going to spawn right here, given where I put that last shield. Shielding right here is a temptation because that unit right there, that Genestealer, is in a nasty little bit of way with us. But for the time being, I'm going to step into right here. We'll put him on Overwatch and we'll have him fold, just like I had previously suggested.
Let them come.
There it is. Let's get this guy trucking. Clobbles as well. And then we'll get our flamers far down. He's got a little spot right here that I think he can step back into so that this unit can fold past him and he can just flame out the whole hallway and hold it as long as possible if need be. Alrighty, I like our positioning. I might consider using an AP or two though to try and blast these doors out. Nothing as of yet. Bad luck so far. We'll fire one more. If that doesn't work, we'll fire while walking in the next turn. It looks like we're not going to have that kind of luck. We'll leave two just in case everything goes wrong with him, and we'll bypass the turn.
Multiple targets acquired.
Oh, nastiness. They decided to spawn a bunch right there. Another interesting choice on behalf of the AI, but I think we're going to be able to butcher. I'm glad that I placed him right there. I had my suspicions about what their intent was. His weapon has jam, but it's at the... There we go. He's going to clear it for us. I'm going to maintain the shield right here, I think. Oh, they're going to cut through that door. All right, so that doubly means I need to hold that right there. We'll advance and fire now. 6 CP on that turn. Very nice. First things first, let's lay down our barrier with our librarian. Once again, I'm going to try and use as much of his psi in the earlier half rather than the later half. Because in my experience, the back half of all the objectives is very easy. It's that front half that just turns into a nightmare. These guys are going to cut through here, which leaves me to think... I'm going to do an advance and fire right there. He's going to advance to here, hopefully destroying that door. And that leaves him with enough spaces to hopefully kill... Can they get through? Okay, good. There's the chapel door right there. So yeah, I think they can get through. Oh, never mind. That's a window. Interestingly enough... Then we're just going to advance hard right now. We're going to advance as hard as we can, I think. Let's put another advance and fire right here, and maybe they'll divert their forces as they see that we're trying to make a displacement for this room right. This is the room of glory. And he's not going to manage to get that door taken care of. That's okay, though. That's okay. He's already used his psionic ability. Let's keep on trucking. We need to keep this big ol' corral of Space Marine Terminators just flowing. Getting caught up at any one location is not something I like to think about. Brother Claudio is going to be with us. And I'm going to wait and see what the AI decides to do before I fully make it so that my flamethrower troop can't lock off a hallway. Actually, what can he do with this right here, this little inlet? Oh, he can actually get in right here. Okay, good. Let's do that with him then. He's going to be in here so that he can step forward and flame out the hallway if need be. Only got one unit left over here, so I'm actually... No, I didn't tell you to turn around. I told you to backstep. There we are. Backstep like the wind. That's his new dance. It's the backstep. It's going to be hitting all the major airwaves soon. We're going to use some CP for his Overwatch, because I don't think we're going to need that much. If these guys decide to divert right here, we're still going to have a little bit of time on our hands to deal with that fact. If he spawns right here in the next turn, then we're going to have a little bit... We're going to have some decisions to make. We'll definitely have decisions to make. I'll probably drop... Ooh, I don't know what I'll do if he spawns up here. We'll figure it out, though. Being happy with my decisions, we're going to end this thing. Yeah, he's got his Overwatch. All right, that's what I wanted to make sure of. If nothing else, just making sure that the right Overwatch is... There we go. They're doing exactly what I hoped they would do. That is the massive decision that I was hoping they would make. Let's find out where his spawns are going to be now. He's going to spawn one there, and there it is. That's what I would have done, personally. I would have made the player decide if they wanted to barricade this direction or the other direction. Getting 2 CP, we're going to re-roll and get 1. The odds are not loving us right now. Let me see if I can get this door taken care of. Actually, no. Let's step him forward. Forget the door. Doesn't even matter. Sergeant Lorenzo is going to be our overwatch right here. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. We only have the 1 CP to play with. We're going to use him to continue barricading off that way. And this should allow me time to condense my line in any case. In case we get waylaid right here by units that try and make a run on us from this direction, I don't think they will. I think he'll try and go down and through this way, which is why I'm trying to advance the column. I'm trying to remove the incentive for coming around this way by getting as far this way as possible, as early on as possible. Possible. Just so I can use that word a few more times in the sentence. And that, like I said, that should allow me to condense my line right here anyways. So maybe this little... Oh, I do not like what the AI is doing right here. They're trying to cut me from the herd. At least they're trying to cut my back line from the herd. But he's got enough space right now to where that unit's never going to get to him in time. So I don't even need to overwatch him. We will leave... God, this could go very, very wrong if he gets some bolter jams. Let's do it. Bypass the turn. Here we go.
Contacts.
Right about now, we really, really, really want to hope for no bolter jams. Double dice are not our friends right now. There's the first kill. He's firing through the door. I think technically the door is open. It just didn't open in the animation. And he is managing to kill everybody on the first go. And they are going to cut left. All right. Nastiness. Not happy with the AI's decision right there, but it is something that I think we can get away with, especially with 6 CP. We should be all right. Let's get to removing some incentives here. So even if he cuts that corner right there, this is going to be a hard-fought room for us to take. Let's get everybody into position that we can. I think we're going to have to hold out right here for just a little bit until the AI slips. We're going to put him right there.
Stay alert, brothers.
Oh, and we also need a barrier. There we go. So he can actually still put up the barrier. Although technically I don't think I need that barrier. Maybe I'll undo that. Technically we're covering everything we can. So I think we actually don't need the barrier. Let's get these guys all nice and up where they need to be.
Flank secured.
Clobbles, I'm still not sure what to do with you, Clobbles. Just not sure what to do with you. Our other option here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is creating an interesting situation where the enemy is having to choose what they want to do. And I do like the fact that I'm putting pressure on them to leave units back in the effort of cutting off a few of my troops. That does... It gives them a conflict of interest, but at the same time it makes me a little nervous that I'm going to lose both these guys. I'd prefer to have the flamethrower guy right here for when we start to make our retreat so that he can flame out the hallway. I'm willing to bet we'll get a big dog pile of Genestealers near the end. Actually, that's what I can do. We'll have him step back. No, he's turning around. I told you to step back. There we go. Ooh, and he killed one too. That's funsies. Oh, never mind. No, he didn't. He just fired. The little pinky stuff that they're doing right there. I thought that was blood spatter. I got overexcited. Sometimes it happens. I guess we'll hold that right there. That'll give him an incentive to spawn something right here, which means I can step him diagonally, step him forward, CP flame out the hallway. I like it. I like it. It's a little bit hard-handed. It's heavy-handed. It's a strategy left for crumping. Crumping with the boys, but beyond that, I like it. We've got more than enough CP to clear out all these hallways. Unless that happens. God, he ran past all that. Bad dice rolls are something that I never really prepare for. Okay, well. This should be fun. We didn't use any CP either. We did kill some of the ones in the back though, so that's not so terrible. I suppose I could have put him in the front with the same purpose that I'm using him in the back for. Now that I'm thinking about the overall strategic bent of this thing, just something that's kind of popping out at me. Because he made a run on me, I'm going to have to kill him, so let's spend some AP getting rid of him. And there's the kill on the first fire.
Confirmed kill.
I don't know if I want to advance him super hard just yet. We only have one Genestealer. Oh, no, there's two. There's one right there. I suppose we may just hold this for a little bit. I don't feel... With one Genestealer, I feel like I could take that hallway. But with... Oh, there's a bunch coming, too. This might get a little hairy. This might get hairy. Let's shoot out this door if we can. There it is. And then we'll take a freebie shot on him. No such luck. It was worth a try, though. Have him overwatch. I would also prefer that he blast out this door right here.
Nothing shall stand between us and the enemy.
I'm not sure where I want to put a barricade down with him this turn, or if I even do in the first place. There's an interesting thing to be said about just kind of leaving this open and just hoping for the best. He's got 6 dice to kill this guy, or maybe 4, maybe 5, but still, he's got a lot of dice to kill this guy before anything terrible happens. Same with him. And this should count as sustained fire since his last action was to fire on them. I think it'll still count as sustained fire. We have nothing down here, so let's fold them really quickly.
Yes, Commander.
He just walks right through him. Wish I had known he had that power up front. God. Clipping. Let's see here. I don't know what I want to do. I'm a little confused at the moment. If I could storm out this with... Yeah, let's try a Psy Storm to kill off this entire hallway. Nope. He doesn't have the range. Well, maybe then... consider storming out one of these? Or maybe even... No, he's not far enough back. I was thinking about dropping a barricade right there, possibly. I gotta attempt to kill off somebody. That does cost a lot, though. I don't know what I want to do right now. I don't like any of this. This whole situation makes me just want to cry big, manly Space Marine tears. Oh, he's got a shot left, too. We'll take it. Nothing. Suppose I could have advanced and fired, but I'm going to stay one back just in case the advance... Like, 2 squares, not enough to make me feel comfortable about a kill here.
Scanning for enemy movement.
We'll have him overwatch. I still don't know what I really want to do with any of this. We need to block off something, though, to give ourselves a little bit of room. A little bit of breathing room to take this position. So possibly dropping a force barrier right here, just to guarantee that nobody comes down this way, will work out in our favor. Oh, he had to un-overwatch to do that. Well then, that's no fun. That doesn't leave me with enough CP to feel good. Well, I definitely cast before you do things then with him. It doesn't talk about that either. This is not a free action. You've got to do this in order, I guess. Otherwise it cancels out the overwatch you've already put down. We'll just live with the results for now. We've got enough overwatch in position to where I think the next turn should turn out okay. Yeah, we'll be alright. We're gambling a tiny bit, but this entire game is based on dice rolls, so no matter what you do, you're gambling to a certain respect.
My weapon has failed.
Oh good, a bolter jam. That's always funsies. There's a kill. This hallway is the most important. I would love to see a kill down that hallway. Alright, so we're cleared out right there. Ooh, that one scared me. His sword's name is Redemption, I think. That's pretty badass.
Unjamming weapon.
Oh, the downside is we've used up 2 of our CP, and I didn't even think about that. So hopefully this doesn't fold.
My weapon has failed.
And it is. We've rolled more doubles in this turn. Like I said in the previous episode, Monopoly, I can't get doubles to save my life to get out of jail, but this game just doubles everywhere. And that went about as well as it could have possibly gone. We used every single CP, and we managed to kill out just about everything in the hall. We got pretty killy on that turn. Still, that doesn't leave me a whole lot of room to advance. I don't really know what I want to do with this. I can gamble and I can move him forward, or I can just wait till they mess up. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to overwatch here for right now, and then we'll try and block one of these off as we go ahead. We got 5 CP on that turn, which leaves us in a good spot. We're just going to hold this turn, and just kind of see what the AI does. Let everybody catch up with our column as well.
My aim is true.
Alright. These guys in the back, I was a little worried about them anyways, so I want to keep them with us. I'm going to leave the flamethrower guy right here once everybody else is deployed. Actually, no. We're going to have a guy right here with a bolter. And then what we'll do, yeah, we'll put him like at the junction or something so that he can get out of the way. The flamer can take the lead on our way out. With a little bit of extra CP that we have. God. Yeah, let's just hold tight. Next turn, I think I'm going to need a barricade. If they continue to spawn right here, we'll put a barricade right there so that we can take the position, or maybe put a barricade right here so that we can take the position. There's our first gib.
My bolter has failed.
It's alright, we got like 5 CP. Fail away, my friend. Fail like crazy. Just derp your heart out. I know what it's like. I do it every day. Every time I make one of these videos, there's at least 3 or 4 derps that occur during the entire thing. Looks like they're going to try and run down that hallway, but that does leave them unable to reinforce this hallway. I think this might be the time to advance. Ooh, they're coming up behind us. Funsies. Fun, fun, fun. Didn't expect that. We got 5 CP. That puts us in a reasonably decent spot. With these gents right here, I believe what I will do, that's going to use 2 CP. I'm semi-tempted to force them to come down this way. That guy's pretty far off. I think I've got to move now, though. If I don't move now and get him into Overwatch, I'm going to regret it. If they can't get to him anyways within this turn, it's going to be one more turn before they get there. That's where I want the barricades. Let's take our... What are you doing? I was clicking other people. You're making me nervous. What would be really nice is if he killed that unit right there. I mean, I don't expect it to happen, but I would love for it to happen. It would be a best case scenario. We're going to use the final 2 CP to have him hold that position. Next turn, if he manages to kill off a couple of these guys, we'll have him step forward, and we'll have our entrenched position that we wanted. The other thing we need to do is let's get everybody else into the room for now. Clobbles especially, because he's going to be carrying our relic. I'm not sure if these are going to try and... I would almost guarantee they're going to come this way, but in the interest of staying alive, I'm going to leave an Overwatch just here in case. He's going to have to drop a barricade right here. That's what we need these to come this way. If they don't come this way, it's just going to be hellish. Then after that, he's going to Overwatch. I don't think they're going to make it. He might get a shot at one of them, possibly. And these guys are going to fall in as best as possible. And we'll leave him right there so that he can flame out the hallway if need be. We do have one behind us, as I recall. Yeah. So maybe... Actually, no. Let's get him into the room, too. And we'll have this guy turn around, and he's going to hold down this way once everybody's in the position that I want. For now, I think he's got at least a couple turns till we have to worry about him as any type of force multiplier for his side. Alright. We're looking good. Let's move forward. That was what I was sort of worried about, is if they moved these first to force off the CP. And he didn't manage to make that kill. That's a little terrifying. Hopefully he doesn't get any jams here. If he can kill off everything as it's coming down the hall, we'll be at least able to recover. At least one of our fronts will hold. There we go.
Target.
Oh, they are hitting us hard from behind now. We are just taking it nasty style. Okay, well, we rolled 2 CP. I'm going to re-roll and get 2 again because life hates me. I'm going to have... He's already facing this direction, so in the interest of saving our AP, he's going to take that point.
Flank secured.
And we're going to consider actually playing a little bit of nasty ball here. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to block this front right now with a barrier. Just keep them constantly shifting. And if they decide to go around this way, perfectly fine by me. We can deal with that. And if they decide to come back around this way, by next turn, we'll already have somebody in position to handle the problem. It's going to be tough to take this position. because he's not even ready to roll yet. That's 6 moves right there. Yeah, he's either going to traffic jam himself or something bad's going to happen in either case. And next turn, we really just want to hope for a really good dice roll on our CP. Let's get as many people into this room as possible. Flamethrower guy, I'm not sure what I want to do with you just yet. It's an interesting thing to think that maybe I could flame out this hallway and kill all of them on the next turn. Let's do that. We're going to take chances on that. We have him in position, so we don't need to worry about this way anymore, lest they come from over here. I don't hate our positioning, though. Where's Clobbles at? Clobbles, where are you hiding at? There you are. Clobbles, get in position to take the relic fairly shortly. This unit right here, Goriel, I don't have a whole lot of uses for him right now. Yeah, I like the evil things that are going on in my mind right now. The possibility of maybe flaming out this entire hallway is definitely making me pretty happy. It's making me pretty glib. It's making me happy and glib, since those are two separate things. If this barrier doesn't... I mean, it's casted, right? Whenever I do something like this, it makes me a tad nervous that maybe it didn't stick properly. And what I can do is once I step him over to here with the flamethrower and burn out this hallway, he can step over to here and hold the back ranks, and everything should turn out okay. I'm a little worried about this guy. I'm a little worried about our CP, too. But I think we'll be alright. Not a lot of overwatching going on. I guess I'll overwatch him. I don't know why I should bother, but maybe something will... you know, use the AP when you've got it, I guess. Okay, so they can't do anything right here. I'm a little worried they'll turn an about face and hit this really hard, but we have no choice. Let's end the turn.
They approach.
Oh, there's a bunch. Oh my god. That is a ton of Genestealers. They're preparing for the mid game right now. They're not even gonna wait for us to get to the relic. Let's re-roll 4. I like command points better. We're not gonna spend any on this go, if we can help it. That's gonna be 3, so we're gonna have to spend 1 right here, unfortunately. He's gonna be overwatching this way. There is a lot of killing going on this turn, which leaves me a tad nervous about the results. Let's consider maybe a barricade somewhere. I don't really know where I should put one. Yikes. Well... let me see what my flamethrowery friend can do here. I think I'd rather put it right there. Let's see how many kills he can rank up in this one burst. He didn't get everybody. That's why I placed it 1, though, so that thing would have to make another dice roll if it came at him. He's just going to have to live with the fact... yikes, I don't know where to put down my barrier on this one. I'm tempted to drop a psionic storm right there and just hope that it's effective. But there's no guarantee. It's either here or here. Or we can storm him out. He doesn't have the actual distance anyways. Okay. He would have to fall back further. Well, then we might consider handling this problem as best we can. Let's do it. See if we get anybody. Hey, we got a couple of them. That evens up our load from behind a little bit better. This unit here has the unenviable job. Oh, never mind. Very nice. That's incredibly nice. We're actually going to take a shot at this second one, too, because he's got an extra AP, I think, since he got that freebie kill. Oh, okay. Changing the tide of battle with a little bit of luck. We're going to overwatch with him. That leaves him with 3 CP. Clobbles is in position to make a run on the artifact, but we need to clear out this hallway first of all the Xenos so he can step forward. This back here is going to get a little bit hairy. I can almost guarantee you this whole thing back here is going to turn into a giant nightmarish mess very shortly. But that's taken care of. I think everything's looking pretty good. Irregardless of what they try and do, they're doing a pretty good job of shifting against my strategy. I'll give the AI that. While it makes poor choices on occasion, this game it seems to be doing its job as best it can. Hopefully we get some kills over here.
We have contact.
No. Okay, good. I thought he actually made the dice roll to survive that. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Just terrible luck on my part if he had been able to step through the flames and attack. It'd be something that I've never seen happen before. Okay, there goes 1 CP. I've noticed that the AI seems to lock onto your most pivotal positions, like hitting this first depletes my CP for this more vital position, which I think is what they're trying to do. Oh, and those ones are going to come this way. Alright. They're splitting their game up a little bit. I don't mind that too much, though. It doesn't make me feel terrified. Alrighty. Took us 30 minutes to get here. It'll probably take us a little bit longer. Like I said, this is probably going to be a nasty long episode. Would be, oh, we got 2 CP. Reroll them. 6. There we go. That's what I like to see. That is absolutely what I like to see. I probably should... Oh, I can't advance and fire. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Overwatch protocol initiated.
Alright, our overwatches are in place. Let's get him in here and get him taking a look at some relics. In the interest of being a little bit more efficient, he's going to drop a barrier. Ooh, that's not going to do me any good, actually. I think they'll be able to diagonal around it, maybe. It depends how that door frame interacts with the Genestealers. I don't really want to tempt fate right now by trying to block it off. Let's see if we can kill this guy right here. Yeah. So he's dead.
The machine spirits
7 psi left.
Fire.
How far can the psionic storm go? Pretty far, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that can actually get to him. We'll try a psionic storm just to take some pressure off of ourselves. It's expensive, but maybe it'll kill this guy. It's a 50-50 shot.
Cleanse the monstrosity.
And it worked, so that took a reasonable amount of pressure off me. This guy can't get to him. Oh, we only killed 1. I thought we killed 3. It sometimes plays the animations on one that I'm not positive we actually killed. He's got CP left, so we'll have him overwatch. I feel like I'm misusing this unit right here. He's not really doing anything right now. Getting him into position right here, since the game doesn't seem to be focusing on this direction anymore, it might be worthwhile to get my flamethrower out of the way. He's got 5 rounds left. I'm not terrified about the possibility of him not being able to hold his location, but Goriel's just chilling over here having a lunch break. I don't even know what Goriel's doing. Nothing important. He's already overwatching. That leaves me very tempted, sorely tempted to move him out, or maybe even just put him over here and have him just start flaming off this way, since they all seem to be going this way. I don't know if it's just because they like my flamethrower guy better or what it is. Something in the AI, though, is telling them to go that way. Let's go ahead and bypass the turn. Whatever. There's not a whole lot left we can do here. Flamethrower, they're all set up to get gibbed now, which is good. Nice and crispy, the way I want them. Extra crispy. Batter them up and fry them. No jammed guns so far. And plenty of Genestealers eating the bullet here. Biting the bullet quite literally. Alright, so we're in position for a goal now. This game sometimes reminds me of Blood Bowl in that, like, sometimes I feel like I'm right there, like, ready to win. I'm going to move him forward by 1. I don't really know how picking up this relic's going to work. So the relic is not the cup. The relic is actually this thing over here. Oh, no, never mind. He's got it. He's got the chalice or whatever it is they want to call it. He's going to step back now. We're going to hold our positions as best as possible. This should be a fairly simple turn.
Overwatch.
Let's burn our way out of this. There we go. A few more Genestealers dead. Cool. Cleared out his hallway nice and proper. My inclination right now is to start taking ground in this position. Start taking ground in this direction as quickly as possible. Just to avoid any mishaps.
Going into Overwatch.
Although I did want my flamethrower troop in the front. So we don't have to worry about rearranging people just yet. Maybe he can't undo all of it. Never mind. Only undo the last action. Alrighty, well, I'll keep an eye on where the spawns are coming from on this next turn. It looks like they're going to try and hit me from both these directions. I don't see any of the full circles, though, so who knows? Could be completely wrong. I may send this guy down as bait. just to see if he can draw out maybe somebody from a different direction, possibly. Yeah, let's put him right there, and we'll give Goriel a job. Goriel will head back over this way. And we'll see if maybe we can trick them into spawning in this bottom left corner. Or at the bare minimum, allowing us to pull back from here by spawning here, and then allowing me to spin around and machine gun them through here. The main line, this guy will basically support the main line by being a ruse. A ruse for the AI. We've got enough CP left. Let's step him to there, maybe? Holding on to 5 CP for an Overwatch turn doesn't seem like the best investment on my own. It doesn't seem like the best return on investment, to be fair. I think we're good, though. I think we're looking mighty shiny right now. I probably could have used that to turn him around. May have been a better choice. He's probably going to burn. There we go. Nice and toasty. I wish I could speed up the animation speed, except for the cutscenes. I wish I could make people walk a little bit quicker. I feel like it would more than likely make this series pan out a little bit faster so that we wouldn't end up sitting around an hour and a half at a time on a mission. Just a little bit of a letdown. I am a person that enjoys being brief. I like brevity, succinct things. Occam's razor being what it is. Although I don't think Occam's razor applies. Well, it might.
Resuming fire.
I guess Occam's razor can be applied to anywhere where complexity exists. Then again, I'm not a philosopher, so that's not my forte. Got one guy coming from the back. It looks like my ruse is not going to work. But then again, we had his position filled in by another guy anyway, so who really cares? We're going to take him down the center line. We're going to use a CP right there just to get him turned around and completely moving.
Scanning for enemy movement.
I'm liking how our work is going. Everything's looking good. Have him step off to the side right here. We're going to have, basically, the relic is going to be right here, maybe second or third in line behind the librarian, who still has some psi left, surprisingly enough. As much as I enjoy front-ending some of our psi, yeah, whatever, let's move him into this corridor. We can have him turn around or do whatever he needs to do. It only takes 2 AP to make a full about face and face whichever direction needs an Overwatch for the future, so why take chances with it? I'm happy with our positioning right now. Well, except for him. Let's get him overwatching. Everybody else, though, has a pretty limited chance of actually ending up. Actually, maybe... Well, I don't want to actually flame out this hall, so having the flamethrower come second might be a good plan. So, him, flamethrower, relic, and then I can peel off the flamethrower, whichever way needs, like, really heavy cover and suppression. Let's end it.
No mercy.
I'm not really sure what they're doing right now. I'm feeling like the AI is getting a little disjointed right now. The AI doesn't appear to have a full-on, like a fully grown plan, and fairly, I mean, I can understand fully. We wiped out a lot of Xenos right there. We got 4 CP on this turn, but still, I'm not really sure about some of the decisions it's making. Well, I suppose we'll take some ground here. I don't really know where this Xeno is going to go. Well, I'm still a little torn on the order that I want. Let's maybe consider facing down this way and maybe hoping that we can stop them from coming down this way by providing cover, clearing out this avenue so people can advance. I can almost virtually guarantee you that'll give us a spawn right here. But it's not vital. He can step back and kind of cover himself. Brother Omnio. Yeah, Brother Omnio, I think, is going to be able to keep himself alive in any case. I think I can move him forward by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he can only cut a corner once anyways.
Protocol initiated.
We're going to get him second. Or no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the flamethrower second in line. I'm clicking the wrong thing here. Apologize if I'm giving you epileptic seizures with all this. Let's get the flamethrower into line second. That frees him up to just face the other way, so we'll turn him around with 2 AP, and then he'll overwatch this way in case he decides to swing through here, giving us a little bit of leeway with the relic. The relic's already moved, as far as I know, and that means I can potentially fold with these guys. It's risky, but I think I can do it on this turn. Do we have anything this way? Do we have anything this way? No, nothing that way. We'll have him step back by 1. No. Once again, it really wants to turn around sometimes when I do that. There we go. And then we'll have him overwatch like that. We've got ourselves a nice little retreat going. I think we're going to be alright. I like the way this is going. I don't want to get ahead of myself and jinx it, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, this mission actually didn't turn out to be as horrible as I expected it to be. Really what I need is I need my flamethrower troop like right here. That would be fantastic. If I could get my flamethrower troop here and this guy right here, I think we're pretty much home free. Based on the way that the AI seems to like to move. Let's end it. Everybody's in position, so yeah, we're good to go.
Movement, brothers.
He's gonna cut this way as far as I can understand. Yeah. Hopefully he'll get a kill right here. Good. Very nice. Well, that one managed to move a little bit further forward. There we go. We baited it out. That's what I was hoping for, is that he would waste a spawn elsewhere. Alright, okay. We have 5 CP on... Well, it's being weird. Is it my turn? Okay, there we go. We generated 5 CP. It makes the roll previously. Just noticed that before it started our turn, we already had 5 CP. Funsies. So with 5 CP, what I would prefer to do is maybe have a risky turn. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we definitely need to have him kind of do something here. That's going to take all of his movement to just lock down this right here. But I think in the total grand strategy that is this mission, sending him down here could have possibly been folly. It might have been a bad idea.
Watching for enemy contact.
But I don't absolutely regret the decision. I'm going to step him forward to there and have him overwatch.
Affirmative.
And then once he's here, he's there. Very nice. We shouldn't have to babysit this direction anymore. I don't think. This should either pipe our enemies through here or otherwise better locations. And we still have a lot of our psi shields ready to go. Just something to think about while we plow through this mission. I'm going to have him hold ground for now, and we're going to see what this Xeno does. We're going to see what his deployment looks like on the next mission now that we've completely and totally shifted our formation. Everybody looks... Flamethrower hasn't done anything, but that's because he's second in line. He needs to be right over here somewhere if we ever get a chance to advance. Alright, I'm happy. I'll start dropping barricades wherever I can if this whole thing starts to get too hairy. And we just can't take any ground. We'll start deploying barricades with best we can. Alright, there's the first kill from the bottom. And there's the second kill from the bottom. So this unit is now nice and free of any type of... Well, never mind. They're going to keep spawning from here. That's okay. As long as I can keep them biting. But not on me. As long as I can keep them biting on my strategy, that is. And there's a kill. Good. Got a big spawn behind us. A giant spawn coming up from the rear. Hopefully we get a good CP roll. 4. Okay, I'll take it. Not going to complain. Since we have nothing facing us from the other direction, what I will consider is getting him as far down the line as possible, having him turn around. And that gives him 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives him a good amount of shots before anything can close with us. He's only got 2 CP, but not all these guys are going to be able to make this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can get front and center with him if they want to, but everything else is going to be stuck.
Holding position.
With 2 CP remaining, let's think about advancing hard. Yep. Let's advance as quickly as possible. Kind of putting our total strategy into motion here.
Objective logged.
The only potential breakdown in the plan now is if somebody comes up behind us. I'm going to leave this unit right here in case that's the way it goes down. It seems like they're going to focus on this central corridor like they did earlier on in the game, though. I'm not ready to let Goriel fall back, though. He needs to be overwatched. There we are. I'm semi-tempted to put down a barricade over here because we only have the 2 CP, and my fear is that possibly this one will drain one of the CP from a bolter jam, or maybe even 2. We've seen that happen, which makes me wonder if maybe I want to... Wait, hold on here. What did I just do? Okay. He's only got 4 left, but that's enough for 2 barriers. I'm going to put a barrier right here for the time being, so that they have absolutely no option to get at me this turn, because I'd feel better with a little bit more CP, especially considering that we have direct contact about to occur on multiple fronts. Let's do it. That's about what I had assumed. They're going to hit me pretty hard from this direction to try and drain the CP. And there's the inevitable bolter jam from a 4 and a 4. No kill. Oh, there it is. Okay, didn't do the animation. A little terrifying. A little bit scary. Made me definitely feel a little bit moist in the front of my drawers. Maybe a little bit of excretion going on. And they're just going to line up right there. Okay. I accept that as a likely outcome, and they're going to turn the corner. Alright, so there it is. There's what I was waiting for. Oh, they're going to get a little bit more help over here, too. Alright. We're going to have to hope for a big CP roll right here. That is why I didn't have some of these guys fall back and fold completely. 1 CP. Reroll them. There's 5. Alright, we'll take that. 5 is definitely acceptable. I'm going to need him facing this way. We're going to want to leave a lot of AP for possible bolter jams here.
They will fall.
I'm going to wait and see what their strategy is in this direction, but I'm going to leave this backside field. We only have to get the artifact to the teleport zone, I think.
Securing area.
If we can pull that off, I think we'll be alright. I can use a barricade right here to kind of make this whole thing a little bit less pleasant for them. Let's put it right there. And that's the last of our psi. But that does leave us in a very nice spot, because our flamethrower is exactly where we want him to be. Next turn I can step him to there. Down here we also have nothing going on, which is a good turn of events. They could try and double up on me from 2 directions, which makes me a tad nervous. But if that happens, I'll face him right here to hold off the tide. The artifact, we're going to try and get that back to the teleporter as quickly as possible, because potentially the mission could end the moment we do that. These guys are already overwatching in their equivalent directions. I think when they spawn, they can only get to right here anyway, so I don't think he has any real tangible danger aside from this group making a run at him while this group makes a run at him in the same turn. But it's okay. It's his job. Omnio can get killed if somebody needs to get killed. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing things. I don't like to leave anything undone. We've got a lot of shooting that's about to go on right here, a lot of shooting that's about to go on right here, so I'm going to leave the full 5 CP in that case. And let's just bypass this thing and see what we can land. I'm glad that we had a little bit of extra psi left over at the end of the turn. That did turn out to be a pretty good boon for us. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky with our rolls right there with a 6 and a 1 and a 3 and a 6 and then a miss. And another kill, very nice. This one could actually run a little bit shorter than the previous mission. Just assuming that we don't have to get everybody out of here. That's what I'm kind of worried about, is if they make me do that thing where everybody has to get out of the level, it'll take a little bit longer. And they're going to dogpile right here. Alright. That's cool by me. Let's consider instead then just suppressing as best as possible in that location. And I think they are going to do what I think they're going to do right there. We rolled 4 CP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can get to here. Well, let's flame out the corridor early then. He's got enough ammo to where I'm not terrified of any of the results. Oh, he can actually hit a couple of them. Okay. Let's do that then. Let's kill that one in the front. At least we can kill something in any case. That means in the next turn, that leaves him a nice gap where they're going to have to land in front of him, because that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that leaves me in a good spot. Let's move nothing down here, so they messed up right there. That's fine. We'll turn him and get him all nice and settled into Overwatch.
Weapon at the ready.
He's going to go right here. The reason being that we can make a run with the chalice here and just get it off the boat now. And then this team right here is going to want to start thinking about how the hell they're going to get out of here. I think I'm going to have these two guys hold, because there's nothing coming up and around this way. And that leaves me free
Advance, brothers.
to step him back like so.
Moving ahead.
And just hope for decent dice rolls. So we got flamed out there, Overwatch there, Overwatch there. Alright, everything's looking nice and nifty. Our artifact is about to leave the boat next turn anyway, so let's just get this thing out of the way and make sure that we finish this thing in a very pleasurable manner. Or at least in a satisfactory manner. If we can't glean pleasure from the whole thing, at least we can get some satisfaction. Their 2 points managed to hold. Very good. Oh, except for him. He didn't make it. Alright, well, hopefully there's no melee that goes on right there. It's alright, it's not a horrible turn of events because these guys aren't piling up behind that position. That's the only time where this gets incredibly nasty. And there it is. So let's just get this artifact off the ship, and it'll be mission accomplished. I'm gonna make sure I get him nice and far into the teleporter. Oh, there it is. Relic Bearer. Fantastic. Alrighty, so that's the end of the mission.
9,000 years, the artifact is ours again.
Okay, guys. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for mission number 7 in the Sins of Damnation playthrough / walkthrough / whatever you want to use it as, tutorial, learn from my mistakes. I mean, whatever. My name is Splattercat. I'm glad you decided to play Space Hulk with me here today. I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody.